Welcome to the 89th annual Obon. This is our first ever virtual Obon. Thank you for joining us in this new adventure.
While we cannot be together on Octavia Street, we hope this video experience captures and allows you to celebrate Obon and that feeling of coming together in appreciation for all who have come before us and dancing for joy. I am Teresa Ono.
I am Kristee Ono, and we will be your hosts for this program. Can you believe that this is the 89th year of Obon in San Francisco and the mainland United States? Bonodori is a tradition that started in Japan over 700 years ago. Each region of Japan has its own dance.
What is unique about American Bon is that it's a tradition started by Reverend Yoshio Iwanaga in the 1930s and is celebrated with dances from all over Japan and now with American Bon dances.
This tradition of dancing many different dances has spread all over the US and is now worldwide in other countries with Jodo Shinshu followers. Moggallana, a disciple of Buddha, was meditating when he saw that his mother was suffering in the realm of hungry ghosts. Following Buddha's advice, Moggallana made offerings of food to the monks after their retreat. As a result of his unselfishness, his mother was released and Moggallana danced for joy, and that was the first Obon. Let go of your inhibitions and self-consciousness, dance with joy.
Video message will be from our resident minister, Reverend Kobata. Reverend Kobata, or Kobata Sensei, was born in an internment camp in World War II. His family returned to San Francisco after the war, and Kobata Sensei grew up in the BCSF. He attended Dharma school, was a Boy Scout, and is also a founding member of Japantown's Japanese Community Youth Council, JCYC, which is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. Reverend Kobata spent his early days as a minister at White River Temple in Washington State, before moving to Hawaii Betsuing in Honolulu, Kahului Temple in Maui, and Makawao on Maui. He returned to the mainland to work at BCA with Bishop Ogui.
In 2009, Reverend Kobata returned to BCSF to become our resident minister. He is known for his acronyms and activism. Bringing the Dharma to the wider community, Kobata Sensei will be retiring at the end of August. This will be his last Bonodori as our resident minister.
Ujo mida nyorai niu dojo sange raku. We respectfully acknowledge the presence of Amida Tathagata entering this gathering place as we joyfully offer flowers of welcome. Ujo shaka nyorai niu dojo sange raku. We respectfully acknowledge the presence of Shaka Tathagata entering this gathering place as we joyfully offer flowers of welcome. Ujo Chippo Nyorai Nildojo Sangye Raku. We respectfully acknowledge the presence of Tathagatas of the universal 10 directions entering this gathering place as we joyfully offer flowers of welcome. Namanna, 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 namanna. The coronavirus pandemic illustrates how closely linked we are on planet Earth. This is the reality of our interdependent existence. So on this occasion of the 2020 Buddhist Church of San Francisco virtual Obon Odori celebration, we're invited to come together in a spirit of Sangha that affirms the truth of our interdependency. So in this respect, the notion of building walls of discrimination and separation are contrary to the truth that we don't and cannot exist alone. Families and communities are naturally meant to be together for the well-being of all beings. So today, we join together in this expression of community that affirms the boundless compassion which is holy in life, affirming the wholeness and love that unites us all. This is the means of bringing about a healing, a meaning of spiritual health. Throughout history, we have been inspired, guided, and comforted by those who have manifested a spirituality of love that never dies. So may the hard, cold ice of exclusion and discrimination be melted to transform the warm, gentle heart of borderless compassion to become the living waters of inclusion and oneness for which we gather in joy of the Obon season in gratitude. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Namandats, 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 namandats.
We would now like to share greetings and memories from the Consul General of Japan, Toru Maeda, President of the Buddhist Churches of America National Council, Dr. Kent Matsuda, who is also a former BCSF president, BCSF board president, Keith Kojimoto, Ginza Bazaar co-chairs, Jeffrey Matsuoka and Richard Okiue.
Hello everyone, my name is Toru Maeda, Consul General of Japan in San Francisco. I'm very happy to join you today. First of all, let me start by expressing my sincere thanks and appreciation to Mr. Keith Kojimoto, President of the Buddhist Church, and to the co-chairs of Obon Odori, Mr. Jeffrey Matsuoka and Ms. Nanayo Silva. I'd like to commend them for organizing this virtual Obon, despite all the difficulties we face now. Obon is usually a time for all of us to gather and enjoy with their families, relatives, and community. However, this year, we cannot celebrate Obon in the same way for obvious reasons. But thanks to the organizers and their leadership, we can still stay connected in a new, creative manner like this. Thank you very much. Today, I'm very delighted to join the 89th San Francisco Obon Odori. I'm particularly delighted because I work in San Francisco. I live not so far from Japantown in San Francisco, and I have met with many wonderful people involved in the Japanese American community in San Francisco through my work since February. I also see how Japantown is cherished by the Japanese American community here, but also by all the communities in San Francisco. Japantown is a precious heritage of Japanese culture and history for the city. Therefore, it is very much encouraging to see Peace Plaza renovation project is steadily moving forward with the full support, the unanimous support from the Board of Supervisors. In closing, I'd like to recognize Reverend Ronald Kobata for his dedicated service to the San Francisco Buddhist Church for the last 11 years. Reverend Kobata, I heard, is retiring next month. We will surely miss him, but I wish him all the best upon his retirement. So thank you, everyone. Let us enjoy the rest of the event together.
Welcome to the Buddhist Church of San Francisco Virtual Obon. I am Kent Matsuda, the current president of the Buddhist Churches of America. In the late 1990s, I was the president at the Buddhist Church of San Francisco. Today, you will be able to witness something very unique. We are going to have a virtual Obon. If you are able, we would like you to consider donating to the Dharma Fund. For those of you who always wondered what it would be like if you didn't have to do the physical work involved in setting up and taking down the Ginza Bazaar, this is your year. However, I certainly hope to be able to see you all in person with all the great food that you make next year. I hope you all stay well.
Hi, this is Keith and Priscilla Kojimoto. We hope you're enjoying the videos. We'll always cherish our memories of 2008 and 2009, when my parents were able to enjoy Obon with their great-grandchildren. Obon is a gathering of joy, the joy of appreciating our parents and their parents, and appreciating the countless friends and unknown faces who influenced their lives and continue to shape ours. Obon is a celebration of the joy of giving and receiving the love of our daughter, our son-in-law, and our grandchildren.
Next year, let's all dance together. Ramen, ishoni, odorimashou.
Hello, my name is Jeff Matsuoka, and I am the co-chair of the Buddhist Church of San Francisco Ginza Bazaar and Bon Odori. We were so sad that we could not have our annual event together this year, but I hope in some small way that we can make up for it with this virtual Obon. I want to thank our committee for working hard to put this program together in a short time, as well as all who contributed to it. And finally, I want to thank you, the members and friends of the Buddhist Church of San Francisco, for your continued support of our church. So once again, happy Obon, and we'll see you hopefully in person at next year's Ginza Bazaar and Bon Odori.
Hello, my name is Richard Okioi, and I'm past co-chair of the Ginza Bazaar and Bon Odori. We hope that you enjoy this virtual celebration. It's a gathering of joy and remembrance. It's kind of like a reunion. So sit back and relax, and welcome to the 2020 Ginza Bazaar and Bon Odori.
Our first dance is Tennonobi, Nature Day or Natural Day. You can use a folding fan or senshu for this dance or just use your hands.
Tennonobi is about celebrating nature's beauty and is danced to a waltz rhythm with graceful, sweeping movements.
Okay, so this is an introductory video for the steps for Tennonobi. The inside of your circle is to the left, and you're going counterclockwise. So the first step is you're going to swing your fan to the right and kick with your left foot, and then bring it back. And then you're going to take 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to kick to the left, back, left, right, left. And then because this is a waltz, most of the steps are going to be in 3 time. So you're going to turn in a circle to the right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's 4 steps total, but a bit of a shuffle for each step. So let's do that again. So from the beginning, you're going to kick right, back, right, left, right. Kick left, back, left, right, left. Turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And at the end of your 4 steps, you should be facing the front again. So just to give you a side view of the turn step, coming out of the turn, you're going to have your hands to your left and your left foot forward. So then you're going to turn towards your left, arms crossed, open, left foot back pose, step right, left, right foot back, pose.
Some of our Sangha members shared their thoughts on Obon and the Ginza Bazaar. Others have shared photos of Obon. We hope their videos and photographs bring back happy memories of Obon or the Ginza Bazaar.
My favorite memory of Obon was being a teacher, although I kind of just started like a few years ago. But I really enjoyed seeing the people that I didn't get to see like during the school year, and we would just catch up during the summer and have more time to hang out with each other. And then I also enjoyed helping the Silvers out at their snow cone booth. Yeah, even though I didn't actually work there, I would like go and help out sometimes. Yeah.
I'm gonna miss seeing all the old friends and running into distant relatives and the food.
The food is really good. It is some of the best out of all the Obons. And working the booths can be tiring, but also very rewarding. You get to meet a lot of nice people.
And we're gonna miss the dancing.
My favorite dance is Tanko Bushi.
And I was gonna try to learn the moves to Asia Naika, but I guess I'll have to wait till next year. Take care.
Happy Obon, everybody. Okage-sama de, we are well, and thank you all for doing what you do to help us through this crisis. This crisis has emphasized our interdependence. We miss Hiroshi and Dad, but we are well and grateful to be alive. My hope is that ultimately our better selves will prevail.
Hi, this is Tayo here. For me, Obon makes me think of all the things I love about BCSF, my first and only, but not my last, Obon so far was with BCSF 2 summers ago. And I had so much fun dancing along, especially for Age and Aika, and seeing the whole community come out. So I miss you all very much, and I hope to see you all in the not too distant future.
The thing I look forward to most during Obon time is hanging out with my friends and eating chicken salad.
What I look forward to each year at Obon is hanging out with my friends and dancing.
My favorite part of Obon is all of us getting together to pull off the event. There's always a flurry of activity and energy buzzing in the air as the kitchen crew preps and cooks the delicious food, BWA ladies setting up their handcrafted item, and auction teams displaying their rare and wonderful items. Obon is really the perfect example of how we're all interconnected and how teamwork makes the dream work.
Obon means to me spending time with family, honoring ancestors, and passing tradition on to the next generation. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hi, my favorite Onodori number is Soran Bushi. I like it because of its rhythms. It's a depiction of the fishermen as they are casting and pulling out their nets, as they are carrying their catch, as they're wiping the sweat off their brows. It's the rhythm of the work, and it's also the rhythm of life. It reminds me of our interconnections and oneness. And also, my mother's family back in Japan were fishermen, so maybe it's in my blood. Soran Bushi.
I have lots of fond memories of Obon, from playing around in the gym before I even had interested in dancing, to now having been a co-teacher and co-chair for too many years to count, to be honest. Eating spam musubi, eating shaved ice, and being able to carry on this tradition. So everybody stay safe and hope to see you next year.
Happy Obon! I hope everyone is Genki. I miss BCSF's Obon Festival and Ginza Bazaar, lanterns, choir practice, and Obon service, food made with loving hands, working at the boutique, dancing around the Yagura with energetic, colorful dancers. But in gratitude, I have my memories in my heart to keep me going. So many beautiful people that I miss, they are still there. They are you. We make sacrifices now so we can dance together again in 2021. That I believe. You stay well, healthy, exercise, eat right, wear your mask when you go out, take care so we can see each other when the time is right. Namo Amida Butsu. If there is one Obon dance that everyone knows, it is often Tankobushi, or coal miner's dance. This dance originated in Mitsui coal mine in Kyushu, or southern Japan.
The song was first recorded in the early 1900s. If you look at the hand movements, you can see the coal miner digging and shoveling the coal from the mine, pushing the carts, and wiping sweat from their brow, and then dusting off the coal from their hands.
Hello, my name's Melissa. I love Obon season. I love being able to dress up every year and wear kimono and dance and carry on that tradition. One of my favorite memories growing up though as a kid was during the dance break out in Lodi. My great grandmother would always make onigiri snacks for us, so we could run over there and we could have a little onigiri snack. But then I always crossed my fingers that I didn't accidentally get one with umeboshi in it, because I did not like umeboshi as a kid. But it really brings back great memories.
Hi, my name is Tracy. I'm Randy and Bon Zotsuki's daughter. I participated in Buddhist Church's Obon Festival for many years as a child. What started out as me just walking around in the circle looking cute and confused grew into me becoming one of the teachers I always used to look up to on the Yagura. I loved dressing up and dancing every year. Being able to share this tradition with my grandparents, family, and friends was always one of my favorite memories, and it's one I hope to pass on to my future children.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. Everybody's been asking me, what are you going to do this year since you don't have to do bingo? Don't know. But my favorite Obon memory is when I was like 5 or 6 years old and my parents would come home from work and get my sister and myself dressed in our kimonos and we'd dance at nighttime. Yes, Obon was at nighttime and we'd have to fight the winds to keep our kimonos closed. But that was my favorite memory, being with my family.
Hi, my name is Sarah. My name is Kelly. And my favorite memory from Obon was when we were really little, and the day before our mom would be setting up for bingo, and we would bring our sleeping bags and we would go to sleep, and then at like midnight we would run around the gym. My favorite memory is picking the bingo numbers and controlling the lights for the bingo board and dancing on the yagura.
My favorite Obon memory would have to be going to all the practices before the actual Bonodori. And I think the reason being is because it's so much more intimate and it's a lot of fun. I feel it's more fun than the actual Bonodori. But aside from that, I also enjoy the church ladies dressing me up in my yukata because that's always really fun to wear during the actual Bonodori. And I really hope that you will get to meet again next year for the actual Bonodori.
What Obon means to me is celebrating the people who have gone before that I love and community coming together. My favorite Ginza Bazaar memory is the theater of Yugen performances. My favorite Bonodori dance is Tanko Bushi. My favorite, the thing I look forward to the most is Bonodori.
My earliest favorite memory is marching in the Lantern Parade at Mililani Honganji when I was a kid. But my more recent favorite memories are helping to set up the silent auction, restringing the lanterns, setting up the yagura, eating all the ono food, and watching everyone dance and have a good time, and getting to spend time with our sangha and seeing the Japantown community come out and spend time together. And I look forward to when we will be able to do that again next year.
Hi everyone, my name's Mika. I'm a first-year member of the BCSF. I've been celebrating Obon since as long as I can remember. It's one of my favorite ways to share my culture and heritage with my friends, and a wonderful way for me to feel more connected with my community even when I'm far away from home. Also definitely missing the food at Obon because that's obviously the best part, right?
Hi everybody, my name is Ryan Takemiya.
Hi, I'm Scott Marlowe.
Hi, I'm Richard Okiwe, and we're with the Lethbridge Events Specialist team. And for the past 6 years, we've had the honor of working with the Buddhist Church of San Francisco under Ginza Bazaar and Bonodori.
So one of my favorite memories as acting as the co-MC of the Bonodori for the past few years was just seeing everybody dancing, seeing friends and family and people that I know and love passing around me, around and around in the circle. It's just such a wonderful, heartwarming event. That, and of course, the Spam Musubi.
My favorite memory is after a couple years of sitting on the sidelines watching, finally getting over my self-consciousness and joining in the dancing and just that overwhelming sense of community and joy that I suddenly felt. And I cannot wait to dance with everyone again.
For me, my fond memories, and one thing that I do miss this past year has been going to the Bonodori dance practices for 6 weeks, and it was just so much fun. So, but hopefully next year.
Mm-hmm.
So to all of you at home, we are wishing you a wonderful 82nd Ginza Bazaar and 89th Bonodori.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
聖バルーンをあげる街あげる街地球の果ての西東ジェットで運ぶ幸せを東京東京スカイツリー下町未来の錦糸町両国江戸博国技館平成ロマンを語る街平成ロマンを語る街語る街南に富士が胸を張り川の手文化見て育つ東京東京スカイツリー
Dr. Satsuki Ina is one of the founding members of Suru for Solidarity, a group that works to end the incarceration of children and families at our borders. They use the origami crane, or suru, as a symbol of support and solidarity for those who have no voice.
Hello, welcome to the San Francisco Buddhist Church virtual Obon. My name is Satsuki Ina. I'm co-organizer of Tsuru for Solidarity. I want to thank members of the San Francisco Buddhist Church, and particularly our beloved Reverend Ron Kobata, who has been an inspirational leader in this national movement for social justice. Like other organizations, we have had to pivot from our live march to Washington, D.C. to online educational programming. Please join us at Tsuru Rising for several educational programs where we are bringing our community together to talk about relevant issues regarding our community history and issues of social justice today. July 25th, you can check out our website. We are doing a discussion on identity and intergenerational trauma. Meanwhile, be safe, enjoy the Obon. Thank you.
Shiawase Samba is the happiness samba and has a message about the desire to share the Dharma and the message of the Amida Buddha.
Dance to a samba beat. This feels fun and lighthearted, but packs a punch with the message of gratitude and happiness about living on a path following the Dharma.
Hello everybody, we're going to do Shiawase Samba. So the first thing is that we're going to be facing the inside of our circle for most of the dance, and where we're not facing the inside, we're going to be facing forward and going in a counterclockwise circle. So we're going to start by rolling our arms and taking a two-step to your right 3 times. So you're going to go step, 2, 3, and then on your third you're going to stop and clap. And then you're going to go back to the left. 1, 2, 3, clap. And you're going to do that twice on both sides. So, and then again, 1, 2, 3, clap. 1, 2, 3, clap. Their next step is that you're going to step forward and kick up with your left leg, and your hands are going to go up towards the right, and you're going to clap twice. And then you're going to go back and kick your right leg back and clap down to your left. You're going to do that twice. So 1, 2, and then you're going to move to your next step, which is a kind of a Vanna White serving a platter. And you're going to take it from the left side of your body and over to the right. And once you take 3 steps, you're going to stop. And you're going to put your hand out like a stop sign. So stop. While you're doing this, your other hand is going to be down and out a little bit, like a penguin. So 1, 2, 3, stop. And then over to the other side. 1, 2, 3, stop. Since it's a samba, we have to shake our maracas. So you're going to do that in a 2-step, and you're going to do that 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to run around the bases in an 8 count, which is just running in a circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. And on your 8th step, you're going to clap. And you should be facing towards the center again. And then we start over. So right, 2, 3, clap. Left, 2, 3, clap. Right, 2, 3, clap. Left, 2, 3, clap. Up, clap, clap, down, clap, up, down. Run white, over to your right, stop. 1, 2, 3, stop. Maracas, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then run around bases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hi everyone, we're the Abikos and we're here to share some Obon joy today. For me, Obon is a time not only to remember and honor those who have passed on and have supported our well-being, but it's also about appreciating those who are still living and are present in our life. They have and continue to inspire, influence, and give insight and perspective in our life. They are family, friends, relatives, even strangers, and maybe sometimes a not so good friend. It could be animals and anything or anyone in nature. And the main thing is that they all give us meaning in what Obon joy is. and they also enable us to live a life of gratitude. Anyway, wishing you all a joyful Obon season, and hopefully we'll see you in person next year. Namo Amida Butsu, Namandabs, Namandabs. And now my husband Hiroshi will be giving his little message. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My favorite Obon in the music and the song is Obon no Uta, or Obon ballad. Perhaps you might recall the first and maybe the last number played at the BCSF Bon Odori and elsewhere in the other BCA temples is this number, Obon no Uta. The translation goes, Obon is a joyous season. On these days, my loved ones who have departed, even they return to us. And it goes like this. Ambon wa na yoisho, bon wa ureshi ya, awakareta hito to arase yo, ho hoi. So, may each and everyone have a healthy and a meaningful Obon season. Okay? Namandavs, namandavs, namandavs.
What does Obon mean to you?
Obon means to me people coming together either for dancing Obon or working in the bazaar.
What's your favorite memory of the Ginza Bazaar or Obon?
My favorite memory is to see these happy faces either in the bazaar, everybody working together, and then of course the dancing.
What's your favorite Bonodori song?
Shia was a samba.
And what do you most look forward to about the Obon or Ginza Bazaar?
The Obon service, and also working inside the Ginza Bazaar and appreciate the dancing.
My favorite Bon dance is Obon no Uta. I think it's like a dancing meditation, and I love, looking at the moon, letting go, and being one with so many people that are not with me anymore, and yet being with them together, along with a very broad community and Sangha, all there at once. Thinking about the past and the present all together. Thank you. Namo Amida Butsu. Can't wait to see you all. Bye-bye.
Welcome to the 89th Obon. Okay.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Chan, and I'm one of the leaders of Ito Yosakoi, based in SF Japantown at the center. For the past 2 years, we've enjoyed performing at the Ginza Bazaar with San Jose's Uzumaru. Yosakoi, like Bonodori, is about bringing people together through dance, and we are so grateful to BCSF for bringing us together virtually today.
Bushi is a very well-known traditional song from the Hokkaido or northern area of Japan. This song was sung while the fishermen would pull their drift nets filled with herring.
The rhythm kept them working together, and the verses, which were often improvised and could be quite brawdy, kept them awake during the long hours on the sea when they would go for days without sleeping. The movements remind us of fishermen dragging in the nets, throwing them out again, and rowing small boats and carrying the herring.
This is Soran Bushi. It's a Japanese sea shanty from the Hokkaido region. You'll hear the words dokoisho, which are essentially heave-ho in Japanese, and that's meant to encourage the fishermen. The first movement is to step right and kick left while simultaneously clapping. And you're going to alternate and do this 10 times. After that, you're going to pull up nets. So you're going to take your right foot out and pull in the net. And you're going to do this 3 times.
1, 2.
And after that, you'll clap twice. From there, you're going to spread and gather the net. So you're going to step to your left and spread and gather 6 times.
But again.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to shovel to the right.
And shovel again.
Lift up your load. Shovel to the left.
Shovel to the left.
Lift up your load.
Yep.
And then you're going to step to the left while carrying a pole with buckets. So you're going to step left, right, left, and then you're going to step right and drop the pole in the buckets. And then you're going to wipe the sweat with your right hand and wipe the sweat off of your brow with the left hand.
Yay.
After that, we're going to start at the beginning again and repeat the clapping. So we're going to try that with music now.
all people?
And that's the end. Thank you.
始まりましたよ一のたもちょいやさえやんさのどこいしょはどっこいしょどっこいしょ
I'm Jack Darity from the San Francisco Buddhist Temple, and my feeling about Obon. I was fortunate to live in Japan for 6 years and observed their Obon. Their Obon is very big. They close the whole nation, just like Christmas in the United States. Everybody get to go home and visit their family cemetery. And the Obon is a big time for them. Everybody go to the cemetery, clean up the cemetery, and also stand a lantern. And these lanterns made from bamboo, a strip with a paper wrapped on it, so you could put a candle on it, and it will follow maybe 25 yards down the road to their home. And everybody does that, so it's very beautiful at that time. And it's about 3 days of here, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Obon is on Saturday night and on Sunday. So when everybody go to the cemetery, of course, clean up the cemetery. The most important thing is scrub it down, stone with soap and water, and shower it down with a bucket of water. And then they put flowers and incense, of course. And everybody in turn gasho, offer incense. And this is a big thing for them in Japan. Obon Odori, as we all know here, all the people gather and dance. And this meaning of Obon Odori, of course, comes from Makalana, India, when his mother was relieved from hell to heaven by his effort, instructed by the Shakyamuni that you offering to all the minister around him, reverend around him, then his mother be released. When he saw this happen, he danced in overjoyed without feeling. And that's why we follow the Obon. And that's why we follow, come through from India, China, Korea, to Japan. And Japan didn't get Buddhism until 5th century. So it's quite late in time they'll get the Buddhism. But it's very well practiced. And all the young girls dressed up best they could in yukata, of course, very warm summer days, usually in the evening, during the day too, but so many people there. But main thing is there's a floating lantern. A picture of it here, if you see it. This is a picture in Nagasaki, but we have a lantern that created with the name of the deceased. And what do, you at the end of the Sunday, you go to the river and float this lantern down. So the purpose is the spirit of the ancestor that came to visit will go back on this lantern, directed back to where they came from. And that's the thing. We used to have this done at Japan Center. We used to have a pool there, which they eliminated because of the problem we had. But we used to practice that lantern floating on the Obon Day in Japan Center. So this was Obon, and very dear, very sentimental. And Spanish people do the same thing. They go to the cemetery and they clean the cemetery, and Spanish people sleep overnight at the cemetery. Japan don't do that, but Spanish people do that. It's the same feeling to worship, welcome back the ancestor, and send it back home after the visit. So this is the great Obon that we have, and we should observe it. Everybody should go to the cemetery on one day, clean the cemetery. But we do have the Memorial Day beforehand. So we do the same thing similar to it, clean the cemetery, pull out grasses, scrub the stone down. So it's a very enjoyable time. Keep contact with the ancestor. And in some home, they cook the food that the ancestor appreciated, and they present it on the altar, and also eat at the same time with the food that was cooked in the home for the ancestor. And after the third day, Sunday, everybody go back to their office or city where they came from. And that's the end of the Obon. So my feeling is welcoming the ancestor to our home, doing the Obon dance to celebrate and entertain them. And then they'll go back on Sunday on this lantern with their name on it and send it down the river. It's very, very beautiful. And again, there's a picture of it. The lantern, this is Nagasaki, but similar lantern is with a name on it, with a name was written on it, with a family name. And just a big event in Japan. So we practice it here, and I'm very grateful that we do practice it here, and very entertaining. But for little people don't understand truly the meaning of it. But the Reverend do explain it at the beginning, that this is the welcoming the ancestor home and then send it back home after entertained by the Obon dance. So that's our Obon festival, and held at usually the second Sunday of August, or and here we have many temples, so each temple will do a declaration. So we could go there and participate and help them out on this event. It's a big event. And I thank you for this opportunity. Karen, thank you very much. Thank you for the British Church. Thank you. Bye.
Our final dance is Obon no Uta, which commemorates the Bon Festival. The movements we used were choreographed by Reverend Yoshio Iwanaga, who brought Obon Odori to the United States.
You will find this dance at most of the Obon festivals in the mainland of the United States. You can use a round fan or uchiwa, or just use your hands.
羨ましげにあらせよ踊り見に来たお月さま
Hi everyone, I am Yuriko Doi, the founder of Theater Ryugen. Obon reminds me of Yosakoi Bushi in my parents' hometown in Kochi. Tosa no Kochi no Harimaya bashi de Bonzan kanzashi karu o mita. Yosakoi, Yosakoi.
Here I am so high up, and he wants me to fly? How can I fly?
If the falcon does not fly away, I'll get a gun and a string.
Holy Buddha! I'd better fly, or else. I wonder.
He thinks he can fly. He's getting
really
ready
fly?
to take off.
I think I can fly.
Let's see him fly.
I think I
He's
can
going
fly.
to fly.
I think I can fly. I think I can fly. I think I can fly. I think I can fly. I think I can fly. I think I can fly.
Look, the falcon flew.
I'm Keith Kojimoto, and as President of the Board of Directors, I welcome you all to this observation of Obon. Everyone, thank you all for gathering today. Thank you everyone who have made it possible for our community and this temple to thrive since 1898. I'd like to express my appreciation to you, the people who have made Obon and the Ginza Bazaar possible every year through your sacrifice and hard work. Reverend Iwanaga organized the first Bon Odori in San Francisco in 1931. While incarcerated during World War II, Obon Odori continued to be celebrated. Cancellation of the Obon Odori this year, caused by this global crisis, is the first. We call it virtual because we're not dancing together on Octavia Street, because we're not physically in the same place at the same time. In spite of physical distancing, we are connected. We are aware of this during Obon when we express our appreciation to all those who passed before us. We are connected by the infinite light and compassion that is Amida Buddha, as well as by phone or computer. This is not virtual. The stay-at-home orders have had a real impact on our lives and on the church. Because we've been closed since March, we may need to raise as much as $80,000 to meet our annual expenses through the end of the year. Because of you, because of us, because of all of us today, like the Daruma that has become the symbol of our Ginza Bazaar and Bon Odori, no matter how many times it's knocked over, we will bounce back. We're asking you to help get this Daruma upright again. We are only one of many, many organizations and people who need help. We greatly appreciate any contribution of any size that you can make to what we will call the Daruma Fund. Thank you in advance for your continued support. You can expect to receive a mailing, an email, a snail mail with more information. Thank you everyone, and please stay safe and healthy. In oneness, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.
Reverend Kobata, could you please lead us in closing Gasho?
Well, good afternoon, or whatever time in the clock you're viewing this. Thank you for joining us for this year's unprecedented and historic version of the Buddhist Church of San Francisco Obon Odori celebration. I'm sure for generations to come, we could reflect back on the circumstances that we're trying to deal with and to recognize the spirit, as President Kojimoto mentioned, of Daruma. Getting knocked down so many times, but continuing to persevere to come right back up in balance. So with this, I will conclude our Obon Odori celebration with a closing reflection that affirms the essential spirit of Obon in the Jodo Shinshu tradition as being referred to as Kangi-e, or celebration of joy, in the awareness of our indebtedness to those who have gone before us and our responsibility in determining the conditions of the future based upon our words, thoughts, and actions in the present, thus establishing a feeling of sangha, of continuity and community. So the Bon Dance celebration celebrates the awakening of the oneness of life as the true environmental balance and embodiment of pure thought. Let this virtual Obon Odori celebration continue to fill our spirits of determination and appreciation for the opportunities given that sustain our predecessors in their struggles to create a more meaningful and fulfilling life for generations to come. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namo Amida Butsu. So stay safe and continue to be aware that we don't live alone, and to be able to act responsibly based upon this awareness of the responsibilities that we have to each other for the impacts and effects of our own thoughts, words, and deeds. And so we'll continue to wear the masks as necessary, maintain physical distancing, but affirm the spirit of oneness that doesn't separate, but in fact connects and heals the world. So thank you, and be together. Namo Amida Butsu.
We hope you danced, laughed, and enjoyed our virtual edition of the 2020 Obon.
We'll see you next year.